Okay, top of the evening, everybody. Guys, welcome back. This is the I am ErvinMalachiResean Show, none other than your favorite host, the best and the handsomest man indubitably in the world. Guys, I'm fucking absolutely back. Gary V sent me here, by the way, just for the hang clip there, the hang note there. Guys, I got some money to give away tonight. Putting it towards my viewers this evening. I am bringing you guys an update, guys. Pardon my shirt. It's not a V-neck when it's a U-neck. But anyways, guys, I got some news updates for you guys. Parts of me, my apologies, just kind of went awry for a few. But we are back. We are full effect. We actually aren't back, but back on the whole social realm, social media thing. But we are still working hard away. Me personally, just moving around on my side. Had to build out the team, expanding, networking, getting into the local RIA thing again. Of course, you guys know how I start my mornings off. I start them off greatly. Of course, working on the self first and foremost, get the mindset right. Where the mind goes, the body follows. So if you get the body in order, guess where the brain is going to go as well. So getting training done in the mornings, reading, of course, journaling, that sort of thing early in the mornings. And then, of course, building out the platforms, building out the knowledge base that I've been fascinating myself with a lot more lately. I've been talking about it a little bit here and there with the local inner circle. As far as an external, the outside of my bubble, individuals I don't commonly speak with on a daily basis. Building out wholesaling, of course, dealing with purchasing more properties. Of course, we have purchased more real estates in the past, however long it's been since the last time we've been on here. Thank you guys for coming in. I see you guys are coming in. So we got some new platforms coming in. We're working on getting TikTok up. I know we're on Fastest Book right now. So guys, wherever you guys are, I'm able to see the comments as you guys are coming in. So drop the comments below where you guys are viewing me from, and also what platform you guys are on. I will be able to respond back to you guys. But I believe we're on Fastest Book, Facebook this evening. We're on YouTube. We're on Twitch. We're on Instagram. We're on Rumble. There's several different places this evening, guys, and it doesn't stop growing from there. It gets even better. So we're going to be doing some build outs. I am working strategically on a big platform. I am actually looking to acquire one of the properties I've been looking deeply and earnestly working towards acquiring. I mentioned it, I believe, a few times here and there over social media. Don't talk about it too much, just simply because it's a really big deal and means a lot to me. So I don't like to talk about things that I'm doing as far as on the big scale of things. But I do like to give you guys an update just to keep you guys abreast of what's going on. Of course, I don't like giving you guys the cold shoulder, but if I gotta do what I gotta do, I gotta give you guys that shoulder for a few. Just because I want to make sure that I'm being personally getting the objectives that I want done in life, first and foremost. So I know my followers, my inner circle guys understand. Of course, they've been running and doing their own things as well. So overall, building out the team, networking with a lot of you guys over social media, across all platforms. You guys have been reaching out. We've been discussing several different factors of how we all can improve, whether it's been real estate, some sorts of business ventures. I've been introduced to, of course, re-entering back into because crypto is becoming a big thing now again. You know, it's not a scam any longer, guys. It's actually a money-making machine now. It's a money-making machine now, guys. It's no longer a scam. It's now that it's going to be global, you know, and it's with governance. You guys get it. So, but we got that thing going on. And of course, you know, I'm going to be throwing some dough to that too, some dough chatter towards that, so that I can build up a portfolio on there. Of course, you guys, you know, I got that diamond hands, so I am going to be purchasing more of the Magic Internet Money on a different platform. It's literally called that. Don't think I'm making anything up here, but it's actually on a blockchain. I am going to be going as you guys are coming in, because I want to make sure I give you guys some time, as you guys, I see you guys are still flowing in here, take some time for some of these. I see the platforms are up, and of course there's other platforms that are still booting up. I'm still waiting for my green check form. But for the ones that I am on, guys, what have you guys been up to? I'm looking to hear what you guys got going on out there in the platform world. I think I'm going to do a giveaway this week, guys. I want to give away. I want to do a big giveaway. Maybe some of my maybe some of my favorable individual partners out there are open to doing a sponsorship. Maybe something that I think this would be pretty good for funding our next project that we got coming in. So building out this platform because I want to network with you guys out there in the wherever lands, bringing in some dough from all over the world, just to show you guys how this thing really works. I'm telling you guys, I have gained a new fascination with acquiring properties through means of utilizing strategic means through creative financing. But I've also, of course, it's still creative financing. It is under the wholesaling spectrum, but it's going to be more so doing creative financing and under subject to the existing mortgages of properties, which is generally so, as we spoke previously before. You're taking the underlying written note and acquiring it with the equity that is built into it. So you're packaging a product. Whereas hypothetically, if a property owner, say $30,000-$40,000 in the arrearages on debts, and the property's valuation is at $200,000, so you can pretty much encapsulate 10%, 15% of the property of equity, or pardon me, of their arrearages in the property that they're delinquent on, and then of course. Riding out the note, finding an investor who would willingly take on the note, and you can throw if you're a wholesaler, you can throw a nice little 10% bone in there for yourself. Make like $2,000, $3,000 for wholesaling the deal, holding the note. I like those kind of things. Those are pretty fun, in my opinion. So I want to show you guys how I'm doing those, how I'm coming up with them, putting those together, piecing those puzzles out. As like a really good friend of mine tells me, you don't know those properties until they're recorded. So we've been doing some of those things a little lately too, getting some networking with some really sophisticated individuals on ironing out the kinks and what was parting our business or putting a bottleneck in our business. So we're getting those things finally round. All right, it said we got knocked off. Okay, I think we're back now. I see we were knocked off on Instagram, but I was able to recover that one. Let's see, we're still live on Rumble. We're still live. Okay, so we're on Fastest. So we are on. Okay, so we're still live, guys. So we're still on Facebook, we're still on YouTube, we're still on Twitch, X. If you guys are getting a bit of a pitch, I'm not sure if it's the reasoning of course, we are having a light storm this evening, so I don't know if it's service connections or just because I'm broadcasting on multiple platforms that is crashing the stream. However, if you guys are still here, thank you guys for joining. Please like, comment, subscribe. I'm bringing you guys more of this great content. And of course, like I said, we're going to be doing some, of course, okay, there we are. I take it the more handsome I am, the more troubleshooting this camera has with keeping its composure with the gentleman on here. All right. Yeah. So that's what we're gonna be working on. I believe it left off on the union we're putting together. So we're putting together a union where it's going to be arbitraging pretty much what we have on hand. And of course, inbounding deals as well. So it's going to be a bit sort of like wholesaling. However, we're going to be keeping the funneling in the loop. I know we talked a little bit briefly about it before on doing some more crowdfunding and bringing in partnerships to fund some of our deals. And it just seems that even with the market, with the turn that we're seeing in the market, we just want to be advantageous towards what we may not be able to see what is unburdened by what's unburdened. God, by that which has not. All right, I got that out. So that's what we are going to be. You're going to see a lot more, bringing in more partners. There we go. Being as though that it's getting a bit more nippy out, a lot more of competitive markets are going to be less likely to be out there in the markets and going to be ringing the phone line. So rather being in the query, we want to be sure it's that we're being the most effective in the market. It's okay to not be the only option in the market. We just simply know that where our strategic best are, and we know where our strong suits are. So we want to stay within that means in that line of what we're good at, rather than what we can see is the market's becoming a bit more creative, which is fine. It's just not something that we're interested in, as far as being with something that looks like it's a great opportunity, and it may be. However, what we've always had on our plate has always been best. So you will see more partnerships, more networking. You guys are going to be hearing about more deals that we're going to be rolling out. Of course, just to ring the bell again, we are going to be taking on new investor partners as well for some of our crowdfunding deals. Deals always come. That's because we're creating them, not because we're just out looking for them. You don't look for deals, you create them. So hoping you guys are enjoying the content that I'm bringing. I do get to see the analytics. The analytics they do show greatly that the information is obviously needed, because you guys are responding back to a lot of with questionings, and the questionings are good and they're pertaining to the broadcasts. And I myself want to make sure that I'm bringing you guys the optimal of what that looks like on the grand scheme of all of this, so that it best fits suits for each and every one of you. And of course, I don't have a one size fits all approach to it. I'm pretty sure that I can learn some things from you guys as well that's out there in the platform world. And of course, we're also going to be very scarce of who we bring our insights to from as well, because one thing about bringing knowledge in is also understanding that you have to separate the wheat from the chaff, because you don't want to bring in and what's not fit for you, but it could be fit for someone for someone else. So it's always best to have someone that you can be polar opposite with, so that you can see new things in the market. Because if it's always an agreeableness, then of course you're not going to be able to grow. You can have a very fast pace with being open to other critiques to your craft as well. That's all a part of just becoming better. That's a part of being from where you are to where you're trying to get to, and that middle part is called growth. So we're all about growth, strategic growth, being more so bigger in our backyards is where our titling is coming in at. We want to make sure that we're becoming a powerhouse, not only just in our backyard, but also national as well. And maybe we'll take it across seas and we'll do something global as well. But right now, we want to be the biggest in our backyard. We want to rub elbows with some of the market shakers and shifters in this area, especially the 757 areas, South Carolina areas, West Virginia areas, even up northern. We're going a bit northern. Of course, we're still getting deals out of the northern Maryland areas marketplace. We're getting deals out of the Philadelphia marketplace, Pennsylvania marketplace for that matter. Delaware, let me least to forget Delaware. We're getting every now and then we get a deal or two that comes out of Washington that doesn't really intrigue us as much, but it does come across the table. It's not something that we just frown our face to. It's just something that we're just not interested right now. So it's not to say that the market is tainted. It's just simply we don't find a real interest in it. So we want to be in underdeveloped markets, whereas what our business model works best with, and an assurance that even with dealing with distressed properties, even with putting properties in Section 8 mode, so that we can get them with a quicker turnaround and getting Section 8 tenants moved into them, and even some of our own tenancies that are going from property owners to tenancies, and or just subjectively finding new means of living, and of course leaving their property open to us to be able to operate, and take it from a subject to standpoint, taking it to ownership, and then of course re-renting the property out, doing Airbnb or something of that nature, something strategic, or pardon me, something creative. So we're always open to it. If it's a good deal, if it's a really good deal, then we just can't say no to it. We'll take it in. 50, 60 cents on the dollars. Right now, our deals are coming in 15, 20 cents on the dollar, at most maximum 30% on the dollar, for the turnaround points. We're aiming so much far as to be able to be more open with how you guys can be placed in positions to also do the same. One thing about our business model is it's not something that is a secretive of what we do. We're gradually becoming more open with how to make it a delicacy for individuals who may have a complexity with giving comprehensions. And of course, we're not here to hold your hand, but we will more than welcomely enjoy to hold your hand, and also being the party who can walk you through exactly how to get your first deal done, and also acquiring properties too. So we're open to it. It's not something that we say no to. We do charge, though, of course. I have to make sure that disclaimer is there because it's not free. I like to do these here. This is fun, but this is not like something that a dire need for me to do. I get on here because I got the time to do it, and of course, with the way that the emerging markets are, I do want to make sure that I am a great standpoint inside of it. So in order to do so, we have to do something of what puts us on the map, especially with the new market that's coming in, or I won't even say it's a new market, but just how the shift in the market is, and we want to make sure that we're advancing along with it. One thing about it is you want to evolve in the market. A lot of individual businesses and partnerships don't evolve over time, so they wilt away, and rather than becoming more adaptive to the markets, and doing what the market is requiring them of, they stay stagnant, which then they fall off of what they were doing, which was working at one point, and then they get to a point of where it no longer is working, or it's become. So that's what we're doing. We're doing a bunch of good things so far, that I must say myself. A lot of focused orientation, staying very optimal with what we're providing, and also how we're becoming a better source a better resource for being able to source deals in an open source manner, so that we can get these broadcasted. We're going to be working on getting our website produced. So it's not public, it's private. Only reason why is just because I am like a neat freak. So everything has to be just right dressed. It has to look freak. It has to sell itself. So I like to be like an Alex Hormozy. It's got to sell itself, or I'm just not interested in getting it out there at all. It's either do it all full force or don't do it at all. So the website's coming out. We're going to be working on an app as well. The app is going to be coming out. We're going to be doing a lot more marketing. We're going to be doing some advertising as far as dealing with the AdWords, Google AdWords. We just got a promotion for Google AdWords that we're going to be implementing in our systems. Of course, we're still doing overseas, having partnerships with overseas, who are going to be stream rolling, of course, taking back over the social media platforms that I'm on. So you guys are still going to be interacting with me. It's still going to be my face on there. Still going to be some of me personally responding. However, I'm going to be assuring you guys that there's going to be more business orientation rather than personal, because I use my business. I just got a check cut for like 15, 16 cents from Meta. So like I am super stoked about doing this, guys. I am enthused about it. So it's to you it may be nothing, but just the theory of how content creating is becoming a thing of a reality for individuals, not just myself, but of course in the market as well. It's not that content creating is something new. It's just something that we're implementing more of because we see what the opportunity to bring inside of it. And of course, it's a great tax resource. Just being honest here, like it's a great way to bring content to you guys and make sure you guys are not sleeping behind the wheel, and making sure you guys are bringing out the best of the best content. Because if I gotta take this market over, guys, I'm gonna be rubbing some elbows with some of the largest content creators out there. So you might want to get in contact with me now, because I am most certainly placing a huge levy on partnerships, especially doing some audits for the factor that I believe that we have a great resource of teams now and partners now that we may not need to take on new partnerships. I'm just happy with those who I'm doing business with now. That's just really the implementing the silk and don't fit or we've thrown with directly under. If it is not performing in the direction in which we're desiring to go, it's where we are eluding it at that point, because the end result that we're looking for has to be made in the input, not the output. So we don't see it in the output. So it's not the output in which we're having challenges with, it's the input where it's mostly effective at. So we want to be sure that it is a sufficient amount of energy source that we're implying into it. Like, money is thermodynamic energy. It's a source that we're utilizing to assurance that we're conducting in the manner that is living and it's embodying what we're standing on. So we want to be sure that we're bringing the best of what we're able to. And of course, it's not just based off of our efforts. We're a team. So our team itself overall has been amplifying more of what their strengths are. They're showing it. They're not just talking about it. These things don't come by just a willingness to want to do. Like there's also the part of a willingness to do, but there's also actually doing it. So get all in all, super stoked about what's coming up. I'm excited about what's transpiring. I couldn't be any more excited about what's next because of the fact of all the work that we've been putting in behind the scenes with the team themselves. Me, myself, I can say a lot about what I've been doing, but I just want to make sure that my team is the forefront. They see that they are seen. Of course, they have to have someone who's pushing them, and of course, that would be me leading the team. Overall, I'm just ready for you guys to get the next steps of what we're doing here. So you guys stay tuned to the I Am ErvinMalachiResean Show. If you haven't hit that notification bell, go ahead and do that so now. Of course, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, or what you guys can do new in your business, what kind of development you guys can take on, even if you guys are new and then you're taking on a new opportunity, maybe you're coming out of an old job or you're working somewhere, you want to get out of the labor field and you want to move towards doing your own thing and building your own business, the entrepreneurial thing. What thing to do is to reach out to me and let's build a partnership, and we can get you guys founded, foundationally wise, get you guys funded, put you guys in a better perspective to win as well. So everything that we're talking about here is something that it's probably not new to you guys. But if it is, if you're new to it, we want to make sure that you guys are aware of it and acknowledging that there's opportunistics here. And of course, you guys who are seasoned, you guys may just need somewhere to invest your funds, need a vehicle to put your money into, some old 401k that's getting cut in half. So you're not making as much as you were 4 years ago. And you just want to make sure that you're turning a return on your investment. And of course, 10, 15, 20% sounds really good compared to the market, to the stock markets. And of course, crypto sounds a bit more of a, maybe you're not as risk adverse to get into crypto. So we do have a plan for you guys. We do have a startup plan for you guys. We do have an intermediate plan, and we also have for you veterans as well who are already in the market getting the partnership sounds as a delicacy to you or delight for you. So reach out. We're open to it. I want to make sure that you guys are getting this as we are rolling it out, so it's all simultaneously working in manifestations. And also as a magnificence of just me putting my touch onto it. I am ErvinMalachiResean. Other than that, I'm going to be working on getting the softwares up to date, getting the intros worked on, getting the video tapings of these, getting those going. I will be working on getting the team here. Other than that, I think I touched on every part of what's going on here, giving you guys some insights of what's going on my side, what's new, and or what's been improved. I believe I touched on everything that we are going to be expecting and doing in the future, and also, of course, reaching out my olive branch to you guys who were watching the previous seasons or watching the previous episodes and were enjoying them, and it just came at a sudden. It just came as sudden that we weren't doing these any longer. So we are in order for our marching orders. So other than that, I'm going to leave it with that. Thank you guys for viewing us this evening. I look forward to hearing what you guys have got going for yourselves, and look forward to the partnerships with us. If you guys are already being onboarded to our platform or our partnerships and or any other endeavors that the team and I are involved with. Super excited for you guys to have your wins. Without further ado, I am ErvinMalachiResean, and I am out of here. See you guys in the next one. Ciao.